Hey there, welcome back to 7 Minute Books. I'm Sam, and today we're talking about Amy Chozick's memoir, Chasing Hillary. Sophie, I gotta say, this book surprised me. I thought it was gonna be a political analysis, but it's really a personal story about being a journalist on the trail.
Totally. And hi there, Sam. Yeah, Chozick was the lead Hillary reporter for the New York Times for a decade, and she frames the whole thing as this strange, 10-year obsession. It's not about policy at all. It's about the weird relationship between the press and the candidate.
Right. And she starts the book in a bar, covering John Edwards in 2008. She was young and ambitious, and she felt like it was a demotion. But then she gets on the Hillary beat, and suddenly she's inside this fortress called Hillaryland.
Exactly. She describes that ecosystem, Huma Abedin, Philippe Reynis, these gatekeepers who control access. And the first rule she learns is that you're not a journalist, you're a bag holder. You're just there to witness, not to participate.
That term stuck with me. And the 2008 primary was brutal. She captures this raw emotion, the sense of destiny around Hillary, and then the devastating loss to Obama. For Chozick, it felt personal. She'd invested years.
Yeah, and that loss hangs over the whole book like a ghost. But then she moves on, takes a job at the Wall Street Journal, comes back to the Times, and all the while, she knows the Clinton story isn't over.
The middle of the book is this masterclass in the absurdity of campaign journalism. She talks about endless hours on the tarmac, staged events, and these press avails where you shout questions over a helicopter.
And there's this unspoken code. You don't ask about Benghazi. You don't ask about the emails. You wait for the optics, the perfect photo op. And she's brutally honest about how the press is complicit. They play by the rules to get access.
But she also gets this strange intimacy with the staff. She knows their names, their fears. She becomes part of the story she's covering. And honestly, that's kind of unsettling, right?
Totally. And then comes 2016. She's the lead Hillary reporter with unprecedented access. She's on the plane, in the motorcade. But the access is a double-edged sword. She sees the candidate up close, exhausted, frustrated, but also brilliant.
She describes Hillary's scream voice, her tendency to lecture, but also her intelligence, her encyclopedic knowledge of policy. Chozick is critical, but never cruel. She sees the flaws, but she also sees the system that's never been fair to women in power.
That's the gender angle. She's acutely aware of the double standards. A tough man is a leader. A tough woman is a ballbuster. And the likability problem, that question of authenticity that male candidates never get asked.
There's a line about Lady Macbeth that really got me. Chozick doesn't excuse Hillary's flaws, but she contextualizes them. And she's also honest about her own struggles as a woman in a male-dominated field.
Right. She's juggling marriage, trying to have a kid, balancing her career with being human. And then the climax, election night 2016. She's at the Javits Center, waiting for the inevitable victory.
And it's this surreal, mounting horror. The mood shifts from celebration to confusion to dread. She describes the physical sensation of the floor falling out. And she watches Huma Abedin disappear into a back room.
That chapter is a masterpiece. She doesn't blame the Russians or Comey. She offers a mosaic of failures, a flawed candidate, a complacent campaign, and a broken media. And she's honest about her own culpability. They covered the horse race and missed the anger.
The aftermath is heartbreaking. She's exhausted, disillusioned. She spent 10 years chasing a story that ended in disaster. And then she's pregnant. The birth of her daughter contrasts with the death of a political dream.
She talks about the Hillary-shaped hole in her life. She realizes she spent so long chasing Hillary that she forgot to chase her own life. It's a cautionary tale about obsession.
The takeaway for me is that this book isn't really about Hillary. It's about the people who chase her, the journalists who spend their lives in the margins of history. It's about the cost of ambition and the loneliness of a long-distance runner.
And honestly, if you want to go deeper, The whole library's over on 7minutebooks.com/app, with over 6,000 fiction and nonfiction titles you can read or listen to in any language. It starts at $2.99 a month, $9.99 a year, or $19.99 once for lifetime access.
That's a great deal. So yeah, Chasing Hillary is a love letter to journalism and a eulogy for a certain kind of politics. It's messy and human.
And it's a reminder that politics is about real people with all their contradictions. We'll see you in the next one.